wear coats and stethoscopes, or teachers with their lessons to plan to educate and manipulate young minds to be their own. Let them be nurses or secretaries or something secondary. Let them be what we need them to be, a simple housewife. You know, Wilma Flintstone, Florida Evans, something along those lines. You say that women aren't anything but B words and hoes. Beautiful legs and short skirts and high heels, soft and subtle, feminine and sensual, and everyday video girl. You say you want a woman like that. And I'm like, bro, you really don't want a woman. You want one of those mindless robot type chicks, one of those feed the kids in the right apron but don't smear her lips to keep her hair tight, body right, nails done right, dinner done on time type chicks. A modern superwoman, a mindless porcelain doll. Deprive her from her education, have her postpone her professional dreams, fold up her self-esteem like ceramics, Play-Doh, newspaper clippings. You say that to you, women will always be weak. And I really don't understand that. How is it that the same woman laboring on the weekdays, clocking 20-hour days, minimum wage, no raise, much makeup on her face just so her daughter has a way to pay for her high school cap and gown, not as strong as you? Or what about that 26-year-old woman who was raped 48 times starting at the age of 16 while her mother sat in the next room pretending like she couldn't hear anything, but she still found the strength to fall in love and get married? Does she compare to you? Or what about your mama? The way she deep fried chicken on Sundays with that smile on her face and that child support check that she depended on never came. Right. And those shut-off notices on the table reminded her that she had bills that needed to be paid. You never bother to look at life through her reality. How is it that you can stand here and consider women weak when single women make up 86% of Michigan homes when the father decides to leave, but you really wouldn't know that because nobody bothers to tell you stories like these. Oh. Meanwhile, Beyonce's on YouTube falling down the stairs again, and OMG, I think Reggie Bush broke up with Kim Kardashian. Is sick how we let the media twist our views of women. Women are not your media takeout stories, your celebrity soap opera dramas on TV. You say that women and men are separate but equal. Not really understanding that she has her own mind, her own goals, and her own dreams. She refuses to be your possession, your typical trophy bride, that mute housewife sitting on the sidelines, your ignorant porcelain doll sitting in the corner waiting for you to dust her off at playtime.
All right.
So this next piece I'm going to do, well, the last two are new, so y'all get something new. I haven't performed these yet, so excited about that. But exclusive. So this one is called Man of the House. I like the inspiration. Well, you already hear the inspiration for it, but really it's just about dudes who really low key think they running something, but they don't run stuff. So this is Man of the House, and hope y'all enjoy it. Just because you pay her bills on time doesn't really make you the man of the house. It means you believe in charity. So I wrote this piece for clarity because evidently these weak, watery need niggas thinking that they're more than a fraction of a man, not fully understanding the meaning. These male chauvinistic thinking, having other women on the side, not caring about what his wife thinks type dudes. The walk out on his kids because he has the attitude. The ones who put work over family, who puts the needs of his mistress over the needs of his wife over the wants of his mistress. Now I am talking about those type of guys. The ones who often mistake the role for man of the house for another person who inhabits it. So how is it that a man of God can find the time to work 2 jobs, sleep on his wife, disregard his kids, and call his mistress? Tap dance around the situation and lie to the woman who's been there from the beginning, the kids who share the same blood as you, place animosity in the heart of the stepchild who already doesn't like you. You see, you are not a man. You're one of life's imperfections, Satan's splitting image. You are a nigga. Because you too underqualified to be a man, too old to be a boy, and quite frankly, you sicken me. And if your wife wasn't saved, I could hear her quoting Toni Braxton with her hand on her hip, neck popping back, singing, "Nigga, you ain't man enough for me." Fellas, when are we gonna get it together? Do right by our kids, celebrate our families. When will we erase the mistress, the third party, and the extra baggage? I'm looking for you, but I'm having a hard time finding you. Because most of these dudes out here rather have somebody else's leftovers instead of the diamond that's in front of them. You will never become the man of the house. Because your self-esteem ain't high enough to respect the queen. Before I do this last piece, I want to shout out to the Writer's Block. We do, well, Writer's Block is something that Mac and Ether and Blake Odom in the building, everybody. If we just get on YouTube, we just film ourselves doing poetry. You can look it up on YouTube, type in Writer's Block 810, isn't that right? Yeah, Writer's Block 810, and we try to update it every Wednesday. So just a little shout out at 8:10 p.m. And then Brave New Voices, we're having our first fundraiser. Everybody's invited. It's called Outspoken, a night of poetic therapy. This week, no, not this week. Next month on March 17th, we're going to be featuring Key Ray the poet. And yeah, she came up earlier. Key Ray's going to be the feature.
How do you make an apple more user-friendly?
How do you make an apple more user-friendly?
How do you make an apple more user-friendly?
How do you make a user more Apple-friendly? The Flint Apple Club.
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 Excuse me, young brother, you over there with your pants sagging. Can I ask you a question? Are you familiar with 25 to life? Well, what about self-destruction? Cause I've been watching you for a while, young man. The way you run around town with your gun in hand, robbing, stealing, maybe even killing. And I got a bad feeling, so let me voice my opinion.
Without self-respect, you're certainly self-destruct. Be true to your history, therein lies your possibility. Harriet Tubman, Ida B. Wells, Barnett, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X. The past is prologue to your future.
No matter who you are, what you really do. Truth of the matter is, you all got work to do. If it distresses you, it ought to hurt me too. Don't let it bring you down. Just
give it up for Plan B. Give it up for Plan B, representing Brave New Voices. You all heard that mention. I want to bring their coach to the stage, the legendary Theory. Let's bring her to the stage. She's going to tell us more about Brave New Voices and how to support them.
Okay, so real quick, can the Brave New Voices team stand up? Everybody on the team?
Oh, man.
Okay. So, yeah, let's give them a round of applause first. Real quick, Brave New Voices is an national and somewhat international in that it has teams that come from all over. But it's a poetry festival, which includes workshops and dialogues and all these different things around poetry and working with youth. But at the end, they have a big poetry slam. You may have seen, has anybody seen it on HBO at all? Anybody? Okay. Okay, YouTube, wherever. So this is our first year that we're sending a team in Flint, which, so for the young people here, they are making local history, right? And it also, you know, Flint has a reputation. Whenever I tell people I'm from Flint, you know, people always had this perception of what Flint is. And so this is an opportunity even for our city to get some positive recognition. So I'm asking everybody here to try to support the team as much as possible. We'll be having lots of events coming up to fundraise and just to gain exposure. The team will actually start practicing like weekly. We are really about to, at this point, now that we have our team, we're really about to like grind. And we need the support of Flint behind us. So, yep. So, Plan B mentioned the show on March 17th. And like the students are actually planning like these shows themselves. Like Plan B put this together with Key Ray. Quentin is the feature here, but he